This is a rain poncho with multiple purposes. They sent this to me so I can show it to you and all the purposes that this serves. Obviously, this is an emergency tent. If you happen to be out hiking and you need a place to stay overnight, this little pop-up shelter is going to keep you safe from the rain, the snow, or any other precipitation elements that may happen overnight. Now, all you got to do for this is just unbutton the sleeves, spread it out, use 4 tent stakes. I got a piece of paracord here. If you happen to have a tree that was bent over, you could use that branch and tie that up so you get your peak of your tent. This is also a ventilation hole that you could secure closed if you needed to keep all of that warmth inside. Now, it's not real huge. I'm 5'4". I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so being so close to the ground, you can pull in some leaves so that you can create some heat underneath here, and it's also going to retain your body heat if you was to put these stakes all the way to the ground. So it's going to be really nice, give you a place to sleep overnight, and keep yourself protected and safe from any wildlife or predators that might be in the area. Let me show you some of these other uses. Okay, so on all 4 corners, you do have grommets for your tent stakes. Tent stakes are not included. You're gonna have to provide that yourself. You do have your snaps here for the sleeves. I'll show you how to put that together. And then you've also got extra grommets here if you wanted to stake it to the ground for your picnic or for your tent to keep the air from blowing it up. Okay, so a second and third use is that you could use it for a ground cover. If you was not using it as a tent, you could lay this out on the ground if the ground was damp, wet, or if you had snow, and this is going to keep you dry overnight. And then you could also use this if you are out on a hike with your family. This could also be a picnic blanket if you wanted to use it for that. And then you could also spread this over a picnic table if you didn't happen to have a tablecloth, and this would work out just fine for that. Now we're going to show you how to put it back together as a poncho. I want to talk to you about the material that this is made out of. All right, so this is real easy to snap back together and to make your poncho. You can't mess it up, it only snaps one way. What we're doing here is creating the sleeve and the sides. So once you get that all snapped together, you can just slip that over your head. If you're wearing a backpack, if you are out hiking, it's going to be large enough to go over that backpack. So the poncho is not made out of PVC, it's more of a PU nylon, and it's called a PU 7000. And what that means is when they are testing these ponchos, they spread these out and they put about 1 inch of water on that for a period of 24 hours and see how much water it will hold before it begins to seep within 24 hours. So this will hold 7,000 millimeters of water, which means a good sized puddle before it begins to leak through. What that means is this is a medium duty poncho. It's going to be great for all types of weather, a light rain, a steady rain, probably not a heavy torrential rain. It'll get on through that, but just your typical average storm is going to keep you protected, especially if you're out in the timber and you got the canopy of trees to keep you protected as well. It's a good size poncho, one size fits all. I am 5'4", about 185 pounds, and this is a little bit large on me, but it's going to be great. I would be able to use this if I was sitting out in a tree stand, watching for wildlife or watching for deer, and if a rainstorm should happen to come up, this is going to keep me dry while I'm waiting for it to pass over. So if you're looking for a nice poncho that has multiple purposes, this one right here would be a great choice. I definitely like it, and I think that you would too.